his contribution to science. His Holiness widely admired for his long-standing engagement with world's leading scientists in the fields of neuroscience, biology, physics, astronomy, and neuropsychology. These dialogues have been instrumental in bringing paradigm shift in the scientific world, particularly in appreciating the place of compassion in relation to the human nature. Today, the traditional Darwinian evolutionary theory that explains human behavior primarily in terms of pursuit of self-interest and rejects the reality of altruism and compassion has undergone a fundamental change and has led to development of important mind-based clinical and educational applications focused on mindfulness, emotion regulation, and cultivation of empathy and compassion. For example, at a Mind and Life conference in 1992, the Dalai Lama suggested that neuroscientists conduct research on compassion and kindness with the same rigor and instruments that they have led to scientific understanding of the pathologies of the human mind. This statement is today recognized a turning point in the emergence of what is today called contemplative science. Since then, the scientists have made important breakthroughs in appreciating the applications of neuroplasticity and epigenetics for how brain might respond to training, including meditation. His 4 principal commitments. His Holiness often speaks of his 4 major commitments. Firstly, as a human being, he says he is concerned with promotion of basic human values, a key message being how the state of one's own mind is key to one's experience of happiness and suffering. He advocates the cultivation of warm-heartedness and compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, contentment, and self-discipline. He says that as human beings, we are all the same. We all want happiness and do not want suffering. Even people who have no religious belief can believe it if they incorporate these human values into their lives. Secondly, as a Buddhist monk, His Holiness is committed to encouraging understanding and harmony among the world's religious traditions. He meets with many of the prominent leaders of the world religions, visits their holy places, and holds prayer together with followers of other religions. He believes that although in the name of religion many wars were fought, every religion has high potential to serve humanity and has contributed immensely to the well-being of human society. He holds the view that although the world's religions may differ fundamentally from one another in their metaphysical views, but when it comes to their teaching on the actual practice of ethics, there is great convergence. All the faith traditions emphasize on virtuous way of being, the purification of the mind from the negative thoughts and impulses, the doing of good deeds, and living a meaningful life. All contain essential moral codes that are designated to help one avoid unwholesome actions and embrace virtue. In his book Towards True Kinship of Faiths, he presents a powerful case that there are grounds for harmony across the major religions. He writes, "This book attempts to explore the convergences while setting up a model where differences between the religions can be genuinely appreciated without serving as a source of conflict. The establishment of genuine inter-religious harmony based on understanding is not dependent upon accepting that all religions are fundamentally the same or that they lead to the same place. I have no doubt that a sincere believer can, with integrity, be a pluralistic in relation to the religion other than his own without compromising commitments to the essence of the doctrinal teaching of his own faith. Thirdly, as the Dalai Lama is the focus of the Tibetan people's hope and trust, he is committed to fulfilling his historical responsibility towards the Tibetan people. This includes helping to preserve Tibetan language and culture, the knowledge heritage the Tibetans received from India's Nalanda tradition, as well as campaign for the protection of Tibet's fragile environment. In addition, His Holiness has lately spoken of his commitment to reviving awareness and appreciation of the value of ancient Indian knowledge among young Indians today. He is convinced that the rich ancient Indian understanding of the workings of the mind and emotions, as well as the techniques of mental training such as meditation developed by Indian traditions, are the great relevances today. Since India has a long history of logic and reasoning, he is confident that its ancient knowledge, viewed from a secular academic perspective, can be combined with modern education. He considers that India is well placed to achieve this combination of ancient and modern modes of knowing in a fruitful way. This way, a more integrated and ethically grounded way of being in the world can be promoted within contemporary society. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has successfully saved the identity and culture of Tibet, which is primarily the tradition of Nalanda of ancient India, which was brought to the verge of total disappearances from the surface of the earth. He is globally known as the icon of peace. The impact of his ideas on the people of the world is great irrespective of their color, religion and country. He will be remembered also as a figure that brought important paradigm shifts in scientific and clinical disciplines connected with understanding the potential of the human mind and their applications in education, health and social lives. Thank you very much.